Hello, everybody. Welcome. I'm Ivy, and today we are going to be playing some Genshin Impact ASMR style. My last and only Genshin ASMR video was shortly after Fontaine first got released, which was a while ago. And I have been kind of slacking on the world quests. I've only done 2 or 3 of them, so I'm a little bit behind. So I figured we'd do a fun little series where we go through the world quests, because I really enjoy the world quests, but I feel like I always lack the motivation to actually do them because they're kind of long and require a lot of reading. But they have really good lore, so I still enjoy them, but I thought it'd be fun to do them in ASMR. So let's do this. So the one that we're going to do today is the Question Melusine in Answering Machine, Act 1. I did already initiate this quest. I don't fully remember exactly what's going on because I initiated it on accident, because it was in the way of somewhere I was trying to go. But I believe there was a Melusine and somebody from the Steambird arguing with each other. I guess somebody went missing and we're trying to figure out clues for where they could have gone. I'm pretty sure that's what's happening, but I'm not 100% sure. So the first thing we're gonna do is look for some clues at the scene, which we can see right here. Oh, this bottle stinks. It smells fishy too. Okay. A commonly found button that shows— oh, hello. Okay, I'm just gonna wait for it to pop up because I can't read that fast. A simple button. Okay, so we have a bottle and a button so far. There's another one up here. Oh, this one seems important. An empty pedestal. If you look closely, you can see a notch left by a sharp implement. What's this? Based on the shape and depth, the mark here was made by a small knife-like sharp object. So where's the knife now? Let's record this in our investigation notes first. Okay, so a notch on a pedestal left by a sharp weapon, as though cut by a short knife or dagger. Okay. Then we have one more thing over here. A tangle of footprints with no consistent depth or pattern. Man, the floor looks very dirty. Look at all these footprints. Looks like quite a few people came by. Based on the patterns, they belong to 4 different people. The paper has already put a lid on this news and isolated all non-related individuals. As such, we can assume that these footprints were left behind during the crime itself. Let's record this in our investigation notes first. Okay, so we have messy footprints as another clue. Okay, I'm really bad at these like investigation quest things, so we'll see how this goes for me. I do have a guide up next to me. I feel like Genshin puzzles usually aren't super complicated, especially during the world quests, but sometimes I get a little bit stumped, so I have a little guide next to me just in case I get stuck on something. A letter, okay. Sorry for the background noise, my cat tried to climb up my chair. Have you searched the entire scene? Are you sure you haven't missed anything? We've got so much evidence. Footprints, a bottle. Paimon's brain is almost fried. Let's think, Ivy. Does this give us any leads? Maybe something that tells us what to do next? Okay. How many people are associated with the disappearance of Arthur? So I feel like the footprints would be helpful with that because they said there was a ton of footprints. Footprints of different depths with different patterns, intertwined and overlapping. They should belong to 4 different individuals. Where can the suspect be found? Oh, okay. If you're asking about anyone suspicious, I did see a little kid going to the newspaper, but he never went inside. Okay, I don't know if that's very helpful. A drunken vagrant? Oh, I know him. That's Rocher. Or Rocher? Rocher? I feel like we know Rocher from somewhere. I've seen him near the docks. He's always begging for a drink. Oh, wait. Okay, so that could be it then. Look at me go. I did it. Things are a bit clearer now, but Paimon's not sure anything we've found is very useful. Paimon guesses the best lead is the vagrant Rocher. Wasn't Rocher... I don't want to spoil anything from the Archon quest, but I'm assuming if you're watching this you've probably done it, but pretty sure Rocher was the serial disappearances guy, if I'm not mistaken. Shouldn't he be, like, in jail in the Fortress of Meripede? I agree. One set of footprints must be his, right? And he sounds like the most suspicious. Oh no, it was Vache. It was Vache. That was the guy. Okay. I'm getting my story straight now. Well, he's a vagrant, and vagrants are meant to wander about, but he stays in one place. He's definitely up to something. I guess that makes a little sense. Trust me, I'm right. Let's go and check out the docks. Someone said they saw him there. Great. To the docks. Okay. I have not, in the last month, I've not been playing Genshin as much as I usually do. I'm usually really on top of doing my dailies every day and staying on top of all the quests and stuff, but this last month I've just been doing other things, I guess, and haven't been playing a ton, but it feels really good to be back because I love this game so much. Ben, Rocher has to be hiding here somewhere. He owes, so he has to pay. Find him for me. Is he just attacking the air? And as if not paying his debts wasn't enough, he's made me chase after him. I'm going to trash this place and break his legs. Oh, cute doggo. What are you barking at? You leave that dog alone, bro, I swear. Stop. What are you doing? The little whistle. Who are you? Mind your own business. Director 42. Look at the uniform. They're I'm really bad at pronouncing these words. No, I'm really bad at French. Okay. Marichaze? Marichaze. I'm gonna go with Marichaze. That's probably very wrong. Marichaze Phantom. Maybe we should fall back. I don't care about who they are. Steel yourself, men, with me. Okay, we've got to fight. Let's do this. Easy. Director 42, the blonde one and the robot are difficult to handle. Blasted mud! I slipped and fell. Guess Rocher got lucky. Okay, lads, move. I see you're a fighter, Ivy. Oh, that's nothing for her. Woof woof. No need to thank me, pup. We're looking for your master. Does he owe people money? Hey, listen, pup. Your master took Sir Arthur to pay off a debt, right? Spit it out. Where's he hiding? In my humble analysis, this line of questioning will fail due to language incompatibilities. The puppy looks at you as if to say, yeah, obviously. This is so goofy. Then let's search the area. That thief must be here somewhere. Okay. I love the dog. Wait. Oh, I thought it said feed puppy. I got really excited. Okay, so we're gonna look for more clues. Looks like there's another quest nearby. Oh no, I attacked the little guys. I forget what they're called. Okay, let's see here. Anything up here? Not seeing any clues. Okay, we got a radish. That's not a very helpful clue. Oh. Oh, okay. Looks like that's what I needed to do. Oh, is that him? Is that him? Whoa, there's someone hiding in the chest. Don't hit me. So you're Rocher. I don't have any more, not a single coin. It's okay, we chased the debt collectors off. Oh, wonderful. And what a charming young Melusine you are. You're right, I'm Rocher, and when I make it big, I won't forget to reward you generously. Dream on, thief. Where would the jeez. Marichase, Phantom, and we're here to arrest you. You stole Sir Arthur last night, didn't you? Confess. Who did you sell it to? I'm trying to figure out who Sir Arthur is. I'm assuming it's a robot, just based on the way that they're talking about it. Me stole Sir Arthur by the Hydro Archon, as if a person of my standing would do such a thing, and I've been hiding in this chest since yesterday evening. Oh, really? Curve, what's the verdict? Biodata anomaly identified. Mr. Rocher, you are lying. Me? Lying? Nonsense. Calumny, slander, where's the evidence? The bottle by the Steambird. We found a bottle by the Steambird, just like these ones. You left it there, right? Even if the bottle is the same, that doesn't mean I left it there. Why, a place the size of Fontaine must be full of drunkards like me. Result replicated. Biodata anomaly identified. Mr. Rocher, you are lying. Hey, what's with this metal bucket? If I'm gonna have my honesty and nobility smeared, I want an actual person to do it. Less shouting. Listen here, thief. We're gonna turn this place upside down and shake it to see if any evidence falls out, so no crying when we find something. Look, then, look. Without real evidence, all you can do is insult me. Sir? Okay, so we need to find the dog. Why are we talking to the dog? The puppy looks at you, as if waiting for something. Oh jeez, I'm so bad at this. Okay, so we need solid evidence. Okay. Okay, so these are resident testimonies. Okay, so this doesn't work because we tried to give him the bottle. Envelope containing no particularly special information. Okay. Footprints of different depths. Notch left by a sharp weapon. Maybe the button. This won't be of any use. Okay. Well then, I figured maybe we could see if he, Is it the wine bottle? Is the dog gonna sniff it? Oh, I guess it was the wine bottle. Never mind, I guess I misunderstood. Huh? What's he doing? I know. He must have recognized the scent. The bottle must have Rocher's scent on it. Lombrasso, did you have to... Rocher, see? The dog recognizes your scent. Do you still deny that you were at the newspaper office? Okay, calm down, won't you? And Lombrasso, you traitor. Lombrasso wags his tail happily, as if saying, I don't understand. Okay, I admit it. Wow, Curve, you were spot on. How did you know? Can you detect liars? Correct, Miss Paimon. Really, you're a lie detector. Okay, what? I don't understand why they're asking this now, because he was just doing lie detecting a moment ago. Hey, didn't we talk about prying into other people's private lives? Get to know us first. Hurry up and come clean, Rocher. What did you do? But that's my private life, isn't it? How dare you? Fess up or you'll be enjoying plenty of privacy in the fortress of Meripede. No, okay, I admit I've told a few tiny little lies, but I didn't steal Sir Arthur, honest. I slept by the steambird's entrance last night, that's all. When I went to sleep, Sir Arthur was there, but when I woke up, it was gone, and I was worried people would suspect me, so I ran. That's not the full story, is it? We've been told you've been sent there a lot lately. Planning your heist, no doubt. That's not true. I was hoping to get some work there. You know, start off picking up litter, and maybe some bigwig might spot your potential, and then whoosh, your career takes off. Seems like you were the one causing the litter with your stinky wine bottles. That's not going to impress any bigwigs, that's for sure. I don't believe it. He's lying again. It's true. Let me finish. I know how I look now, but I used to work at the Palais Mermonia. Well, it was my wife that got me the job. Her family used to be a big deal, and they still have some connections. Anyway, I used to be respectable. Really? I'm not sure which is worse, begging for food or relying on your wife. Oof. Don't say that. I wanted to become successful under my own steam, obviously, but that's when the problems started. A while back, some people offered to let me in their business. Don't worry about startup funds, they said. You can owe us, so I signed up. But I soon realized that the goods they were giving me were unsellable garbage, and then they started demanding I pay what I owed them. Were those the people who were here? Yeah. I didn't have any choice but to pawn things from home to get some money, but I didn't realize that what I had taken belonged to my wife, something her grandfather left her. Oh no. When she realized this, I was too scared to tell her the truth, so I said that I'd lost money gambling. She was furious and threw me out. That's so sad. Huh? Why not tell the truth? Maybe she'd have forgiven you if she'd known. What does this guy know about telling the truth? If he had claimed he lost it gambling, he could blame bad luck. If he lost it on the bad business deal, he'd have to admit being a good-for-nothing loser. But what does this have to do with the newspaper? A month ago, the Steambird reported on a team of scammers. The elegant tableware conferee. What? Those were the people who conned me, professional con artists. Wow, the Steambird is pretty good at their job, huh? I know. That's why I wanted to work there. It would have been a respectable job, and I could have earned enough to get my wife's things back. Curve, is that true? Biodata has returned to normal range. Mr. Rocher is not lying. So it really wasn't him. So did you see anything suspicious last night? I did. I was woken up by some noise, and I think I saw someone very small running away. That's suspicious, right? Someone small. Is it the Melusine? Someone small. The statements from the residents mentioned a young boy. Could be him. But where would we find him? If only we had a puppy to show us the way again. Lombroso wags his tail happily. He seems to know he's being talked about. Now that you mention it, Lombroso has an excellent sense of smell. Why don't we see if we can pick up a scent? Paimon's not sure it'll work, but it's worth a try. Alright, Lombroso, are you gonna help me out? Puppy looks at you as if waiting for something. Okay, now I feel like the button would be helpful. Where's he going? Quick, follow that puppy. Oh, jeez. Oh my gosh, his little tail, this is so cute. You could walk a little bit faster, puppy. Just a little bit faster. How long am I gonna have to follow this puppy for? I wonder. Oh, here we are. The puppy has stopped. Could the owner of the button live nearby? Look, there's someone at home in that house over there. Let's go ask. Okay. Okay. A con artist, just like Mama and that other one. It's not like that, Kevin. What is happening? You trying to become a con artist? I don't know anything. Also, I hate you all. Jeez, kid. Okay, bye. Don't run, Kevin. Ugh, sorry to interrupt. What do you guys want? Don't worry, madame. We're agents from the Marachase Phantom, and we're investigating a theft. A button linked to your family was found at the scene. Do you have any comments? Oh, I sewed that on for Kevin just recently, but Kevin's a good child. He couldn't possibly be mixed up in theft. Well, based on the conversation you were just having, it kind of seems the opposite, but that's fine. I knew it. Madame, I regret to say, you have raised a thief. Please be reasonable, Agent. Even if this is Kevin's button, all that proves is that he was at the newspaper office. And why would he be there if not to steal? Did you just say newspaper office? Yeah. How did you know that that's where the theft happened? No, you must have misheard me. Ironclad, irrefutable evidence. The whistle cracks me up. Don't try and lie your way out of this. You only make things worse for you and for your son. Oh, my son didn't steal anything. He only took that knife to defend himself. Bro, this lady is, not very good at lying. A knife? I thought we were looking for a mechanical steam bird. You mean Sir Arthur? But Kevin only had a knife when he came home. Madam Madeline. Why did your son go to the newspaper? What did he do there? Tell us everything. Oh, my Kevin just adores that steambird outside. Whoa, hold on. My Kevin just adores that steambird outside the newspaper office. Every time we go into town, he goes to visit it and tells it all his troubles. Yesterday evening, we had a bit of a fight and Kevin stormed off to the newspaper office. But this time, he came back with a knife. He said he'd found it stuck in the steambird's pedestal. So that explains the notch, but why did he take the knife? He said he noticed that Sir Arthur was missing and wanted to find it, but then some drunken man staggered towards him. He got scared and picked up the knife. Could we see the knife? I told him to get rid of it. I was worried it might cause trouble. That knife could be a clue. We'll need to ask Kevin where it is. I wish you could, but he's run off again. We're arguing a lot at the moment about his father. You see, his father's a mechanical engineer posted outside the city. Kevin hasn't seen him for a long time. He's having a bit of an early rebellious phase. He's furious with his father for not being here. A problem child, huh? Not easy to deal with. Still, we'll need to find him and ask about that knife. Right, let's go find Kevin. Also, apologies, it's hard to do different voices for all the characters when I'm speaking in a soft-spoken voice, so apologies that all the characters sound exactly the same. But that's okay. I'm sure most of you who are watching are probably just have this on in the background or trying to fall asleep, so hopefully this is helping you relax a bit. That is the goal. This is so pretty right here. Okay, I guess I need to fight these slimes. Who are you? Why are you making such unholy racket? You might want to try saying thanks. We just saved you. Thanks? What's up? Why the angry face? You gonna hit me? Kid, a thumping would do you good, but we're professionals. Marachase Phantom agents. We don't beat people in public. Jeez. But we do need to ask you some questions. If you keep anything from us, we'll have to take you in, and then, well, we won't be in public, will we? Oh my god. Take me in? Sure, go ahead. And take him in too. Him? Who is that? Belande, that's his name. You should arrest him too. Is that your father? I wish he wasn't. I haven't seen him for a year. Ah, no wonder Madame Madeline said this guy used to complain to Sir Arthur. Paimon guesses that's the root of the problem. Complain? That's a laugh. I was working out how to set up his speech patterns. You haven't realized, I guess, that everything it says is programmed in advance. As soon as I figure out how to do that, I'm gonna program him to say, Belande is a big fat weasel all day, every day. So that's why you were hanging out next to Sir Arthur. Wow, you really are a problem child. Sir Arthur disappeared last night, so I won't be able to finish my research. I don't know who took him. You don't think I took Sir Arthur, do you? Sure, I'm a problem child, but stealing a mechanical steambird isn't one of those problems. In my humble analysis, Mr. Kevin, you have come into contact with a knife. Wait, this robot can speak? How does it do that? Is it the same as Sir Arthur? Shows how much you know. Curve is much more sophisticated than Sir Arthur. For a start, he doesn't need to be told what to say. Then, wow, you're awesome, Curve. Hey, could you say something for me? Say, Belande is a big fat weasel. I know you can do it. First, you must prove that said statement is true. Prove it? What the? So that means you can't do it. You suck. Even Sir Arthur could say that. Do not confuse Curve with the others. He's no liar. Well, I was gonna tell you about the knife if he had it, but he didn't, so the deal's off. Oh, if he said it, sorry. Listen, Brat, I don't think you understand. If we find Sir Arthur, you can carry on with your plan to slander your father, right? We're on the same side here. Oh, that makes sense. So, okay, I'll tell you. I threw the knife into the sea. I'll mark the spot on your map. Now hurry up and find Sir Arthur. That's more like it, kid. Is there something else you should tell us? The more we know, the faster we can find Sir Arthur. Let me think. I went to the steambird, but Sir Arthur wasn't there. Instead, there was that knife. Then a drunk man came at me, so I panicked and grabbed the knife to frighten him off. That's it. So that's what happened. Curve, did you spot any problems? In my humble analysis, Mr. Kevin is not lying, but I did notice anomalies with Madame Madeline's pupil dilation and breathing earlier. I am unable to confirm that. There was, however, a data fluctuation when she told us that his father's a mechanical engineer posted outside the city. Well, we did overhear him saying something about him being a con artist, so I can explain that. She was lying. Pop doesn't know a spring from a spanner, as if he could be an engineer. My mother's a very experienced liar. She's not very good at it. She practices on me every day, you see. Oh my gosh. So you wouldn't be able to tell. A little while ago, she brought a puppy home and said it was a present from my father, but I snuck a look at her letters, and it was from some other man. Well, maybe that man is your new father, right? So congrats, kid. I hope your new father does a better job than the old drunken leech. I might not like what you say, but at least you're being straight with me. I wish my mom would do that. Kevin, don't dwell on that. Your mother's just trying to protect you. She's worried you won't be able to cope if you have to deal with too much all at once. I don't want to know. It's knowing things that causes all my problems. No, it's the exact opposite. Your problems come from not knowing enough. Not knowing enough? For example, you still don't know that humans lie constantly. Your mother, your father, even you. That's the answer to your problem, kid. And when you realize that, you'll stop having such high expectations. Then you'll be a kid with answers, not problems. Answers? I'm feeling kind of attacked. Oh, do you disagree? Unless you've never told even a single lie. Forget it. I don't need to know the answer. I rather like you right now, so let's not spoil this beautiful moment. The important thing is to find the knife. You've got to go, kid. Think about what I said, and you'll find the answers you need. Don't listen to her, Kevin. Listen to Paimon. Go home and have a good talk with your mom. If she lied to you, it's because she had a good reason. I know. Maybe I should go home. Poor kid. Poor kid's mixed up with a lot of things right now. Okay. So we need to go to where Kevin threw away the blade, and I'm assuming we're gonna have to dive down and find it. Which is fine with me, because I love the underwater exploration so much. Okay. So this is where Kevin got rid of the knife. Paimon thinks it's time to get wet. Okay. I could, but Curve can't go underwater, unfortunately, and I need to stay here with him. Sorry, guess it's all up to you. You know what? We've already met a robot dog, and he could swim. Paimon guesses Curve isn't that advanced. How dare you suggest Curve is less advanced than a dog? He's just not feeling very well. What was that dog's name anyway? When Curve is better, we'll have a competition to see who wins. Wow, someone's being unnecessarily competitive. In my humble opinion, we should be looking for evidence. He's right. Never mind, let's go diving, Ivy. We need clues. Okay. I want to get this little thing right here. Okay. It's so peaceful under the water. Okay. It's gonna be somewhere in here. It's a little starfish right here. That's not. Oh, I see it. Okay, that's not it, I guess. Nothing here. Forget how these things work. Little blue things flying around. I wonder if I can hit it. Go. I did it. Okay, that's not really what I needed, but I guess that's my first time encountering one of those. A strange eel. Okay, well, good to know. I've definitely seen those swimming around before, but I never knew what to do with it, so glad that I figured it out. Okay, nothing here. Let's keep looking around. Whoa. Not gonna be over here. I'm not within the circle. Maybe closer to the dock? Or up here, maybe? Where the heck is it? I don't see anything over here. I'm confused. Oh. Aha. Oh, there's a chest in here too, and a lot of crystals. A water-stained dinner knife. A water-stained table knife. It seems to be a piece of high-quality silverware, but for some reason it shows signs of rusting. For some reason. Okay, let's continue. Where am I right now? Oh, there it is. Okay, back up to the dock we go. We have our evidence. Alright. Talachard, curve. We've got the knife. Here, take a look. Huh? This could match up with the notch on the pedestal, but it's just an ordinary table knife. Why would any criminal carry one like that? Maybe they ate at a restaurant and stole the knife there, then dropped it at the scene of the crime? I give your deductive skills 1 point out of 1,000. Hey, at least she's trying. Relevant information retrieved. A month ago, the Steambird exposed a case of fraud involving the Elegant Tableware Conferee. The Elegant Tableware Conferee? Oh, I remember that. A knife like this was part of the evidence gathered. They must be responsible. Didn't the guys earlier say something about the elegant tableware confrérie? Or confrérie? I don't know how to pronounce it. I'm pretty sure the guys earlier said that. There you go again with the must be responsible. Really? We can head back to the office and confirm it. We've got enough time left today. Eh? I thought you two weren't really investigators. Can you really check up on other cases? Okay, I guess we're kind of friends now, so I'll tell you. I'm an evidence clerk with the Melusine Phantom. As such, getting a piece of evidence from the stores is easy peasy. A what? Is that even a job? So Curve is evidence, indeed. Wow, the evidence is running around solving cases. And why not? You aren't even evidence, but you're doing the same. But didn't Editor-in-Chief Euphrasie say something about Curve being remotely operated? She was helping maintain Curve's cover. She seemed to know his story, which is that he's a lie-detecting robot. That's hard to believe. How come Paimon's never heard of something that incredible? Because he's been stuck in the evidence storeroom. Curve is a vital piece of evidence, in a case dating back 30 years. Oh, so are you secretly investigating that shocking crime to identify the true perpetrator? As if my life's that exciting. I just got bored and decided to take Curve out for a walk. And that's it. Curve, what do you think? Biodata anomaly identified. Agent Talochard, you are lying. Oh shoot. Oh, Ivy, I was just saying I was starting to like you, and now you're using the Moso Protocol's loopholes against me. The what protocols now? You mentioned those earlier or something, didn't you? My great creator, Dr. Mosso, added some rules to my core programming to ensure the accuracy of my lie detection. Those rules require me to answer all questions with complete accuracy and honesty. So you can detect a lie, but not tell one. And if someone asks you a question, you're obliged to answer it. Correct, Miss Paimon? What clever rules. So is this Mosso guy some top scientist at the Fontaine Research Institute? He was a top scientist until he passed away. He died 30 years ago, and Curve became evidence. He died? How? Relevant information retrieved. Dr. Mosso died in a duel attempting to prove his innocence after a court found him guilty. Why was he found guilty? Relevant information retrieved 30 years ago. Stop. You keep asking questions, and if you keep asking questions, Curve has to keep answering them. Our priority should be finding Sir Arthur. Editor-in-Chief Euphrasie will be too upset to eat if we don't find him. Paimon finds that unlikely. Well, anyway, Curve and I are going to see what we can find about that knife. Let's meet first thing tomorrow at the Palais Mermonia. Paimon's so curious. Couldn't you indulge her this once? I'll indulge you tomorrow. How about we make you a delicious breakfast? Oh, breakfast? Okay, looking forward to it already. See you tomorrow morning then. Okay, they've gone. Paimon can't help but feel there's something going on. They're not gone, but it's fine. Paimon can't help but feel there's something going on their end, though. Best not to stick your nose into other people's private lives. Yeah, it's been a busy day. We should go get some rest. We'll meet them at the Palais Mermonia tomorrow. Cool, we did the first part of the quest. Okay, it is the following morning, and we are on to the second part of the quest. So we need to go to Palais Mermonia and meet up with the gang. Figure out what the heck's going on. Okay, let's head inside. Okay. Morning. Good morning. Morning. Hey, Telechard. How come there's no desk in here? There just isn't. We don't need desks for our work anyway, and this bench is awesome. Look, it has comfy cushions. Sit down quick. Come try the delicious breakfast I made for you. Whoa, thanks, Talachard, but what is it? It smells a little odd. I'm trying to see what that even is. I can't even tell. It looks like some weird souffle with things sticking out of it, like fish heads or something. Oh, it does have fish in it. That's my special poisson chant pie. It's even tastier than the usual recipe. It does smell odd, but that's why it's special. You've piqued Paimon's interest. What about you, Ivy? Curve, what do you think? An analysis of the composition indicates eating this could be a difficult trial. Forget it, you'll try it, Paimon. You're tougher than me. Not eating? Then Paimon will finish your portion too. Waste not, want not. Paimon starts to chow down and scarfs down a full portion and a half of the odd-smelling pie in the blink of an eye. Half an hour later, she comes back from outside, clutching her belly. Oh, Paimon. Just where did you disappear to? If you're still hungry, there's more. I made lots. Thanks, Talachard, but no need, though. Paimon just went for a quick rest, and there's still some pie left. Ivy, why don't we box it up for later? Your expressions. Wasn't it tasty? I thought I did a good job. Perhaps you're tough enough. Paimon knows why they call it poisson chant pie now. The poisson are in Paimon's guts chanting, "We want to swim back out." Huh? Oh, that sounds absolutely awful. I'm so sorry. Oh, don't worry about it. Paimon's better already. Anyway, the problem is Paimon's preferences, not your cooking. That's really nice, actually. Back to business. Did you get any info about the knife? Oh, right. Paimon forgot we're supposed to be working now. Okay, so about that. We did find something that might be useful. This is a knife from the Elegant Tableware Confrérie. The people who said Rocher owes them money. Yeah, they masquerade as a legitimate business, claiming their tableware is favored by Fontaine's upper classes and can be sold for hefty sums. People like Rocher often fall for it. They pay a fee to join and get a pile of lousy tableware in return. Then they try to sell it for enough to make back their initial investment and then some. But the tableware itself is unsellable junk, so the victims have no choice but to find other fools to pass the baton to. I hear they call it expanding their downline network. Sounds pretty familiar. See, humans are creatures full of lies. But it seems like Rocher didn't expand his downline network. In terms of ethical human relations, Mr. Rocher's morals exceed the level of the average person. He didn't continue to bring in more victims. Oh, so maybe his wife isn't the worst judge of character. But his financial acumen is way, way below the average. In the end, his poor wife had to deal with the fallout and took the losses. Ah, that's true, but weren't they exposed by the paper? Can't you guys track down the money and help them recover their losses? Our colleagues got involved some time ago and made multiple arrests, but the ringleader is a crafty one and immediately claimed that the perpetrators of the scam were temporary employees. Most importantly, he kept all their accounts completely separate. As a result, recovering the losses has proven extremely difficult. Is there nothing you can do about it? We can push things forward today. I got the location of their possible hideout, and I'll be investigating it later. Oh, you found their lair? The Marechaussee Phantom is more capable than you think. Considering the facts of this case, I now have reasons to believe that Sir Arthur was stolen by the Elegant Tableware Confrérie. Though it does sound very likely, it's best if you don't act so certain of it. We'll know once we get there. Let's go. Okay, so we have information on our dinnerware knife. Next, we're gonna go all the way down here. And their base is way down here. Uh-oh. I'm getting attacked. I've definitely fought this thing before. I guess it reappears anyway. Oh, I should have entered that. I don't know what I was thinking. I don't want to swim all the way down there. There we go. Not them saying that 30 is old. This is a journey. Okay. We're here. Let's see. There sure are a lot of them in there. What should we do? Charge in, beat them up, and make them confess? Don't be so violent, Paimon. They're already frightened and on edge. They might destroy the evidence if we give them another scare. That's true. Then let's sneak in, find the evidence, and then beat them up. I don't like sneaking around. Neither does Paimon, so is it possible to distract them? There must be something here that we can use. Curve, hide and wait here for us. You're too big not to get spotted. Just come over once we're done. As you wish. And let's hurry up and figure out how to lure them away. I'm glad I don't have to actually do any sneaking because I'm really bad at like stealth missions and stuff. Oh. I did it. That was very loud. I might need to fix that. Wait, that was a trap? Okay, so don't blow up the barrels then. Got it. Good to know. This chest. What if Paimon hides inside it and makes some noise? Then you guys can look for clues while they come over to investigate. Think that'll work? Let's try it. Intruder alert. This plan is way too dumb. Okay, so that was not the proper thing to do. Okay, let's keep looking for other ways to do this. Oh. This pot, I'm literally standing in it. This pot has chicken legs in it. Is someone cooking? How about adding in some seasoning to put them to sleep after their meal? Or we can do something else to drive them away. Nice idea. Check your bag for any useful seasoning. Ah. Smart. Whoa, Paimon has a feeling it'll be super effective. Hey, how could you put that in there? It's an insult to my culinary talents. Don't be mad, Talachard. Your cooking might end up making a very significant contribution here. Paimon's certain they won't be able to overcome the trial of toughness it poses. Really? Then fine. Let's hide and watch what happens. Once chow time is shouted, the entire elegant tableware confrerie starts gulping down the food with an extra seasoning. It doesn't take long before, one by one, subtle changes begin to appear on their faces, and they start running towards the exit with their hands clutching their stomachs. See, Talachard, they're experiencing the power of the poisson champ pie, just like I said. Hehe, I'm incredible. I'll go get Curve. Now we can search for evidence to our heart's content. Okay, perfect. Clockwork locket. Oh, that's so cute. Oh. Database responding. Failed to retrieve information. Retrieval failed. Curve, your database wouldn't respond without having relevant information, right? Did water get inside you? Let's put this away for now. I'll let Curve take a look later. Yeah, didn't they say he couldn't swim? And he came down here? I'm confused. Okay. There's something here. After getting the boot from the Order of the Fruit, I was really down in the dumps. Luckily, I've joined a new group, so I'm feeling a little better. This new group's operations are a little different from the last ones. Anyway, let's go, intrepid Valberry. Crafty Boule Fruit, my brother, you're always in my thoughts. I can't believe the higher-ups sent Calla Lily to hunt you down just for the formula to that stupid potion. I guess you're plumb out of the luck now, huh? But don't worry, I made a big ruckus in the Order of the Fruit in your defense. They may have kicked me out over it, but I've got no regrets. I only hope your soul can rest in peace. No one else knows this, but I've also put lots of boule fruits in my new home to remember you by. Looks like only 4 of the 5 great operatives of the Order of Fruit now remain. I finally received my first mission, to get money off some guy named Rocher. The old dog's got no shame, refusing to repay his debts like that. I went out there and socked him twice before he coughed up a pile of junk. The only thing in there that looked like it could be worth anything was this locket. It looked like a woman's, surely not his wife's, right? Unbelievable. Who in their right mind would marry a guy like that? Oh, so that must be, his wife's locket then. Seems like something happened today. Directors 2 through 41 were all taken away. Supposedly, the Steambird blew the lid off our business and got the Marachase Phantom involved. Luckily I'm new, so I'm safe for now. But I don't get it. Aren't we just in the regular old cutlery business? Whatever, it doesn't matter. To repay the boss's kindness, the first order of business is to pay that paper a little visit. I'd originally planned to tear them a new one, but the boss says that we should keep a low profile for now. I guess I'll start with the dumb bird at the door then. A knife through that bird's head should send them the message loud and clear, right? Since the other directors were taken away, I'll go to the boss after the job's done to tell him what I've done. He'll be so happy he might even give me a promotion. Let's go, intrepid Valberry, away. Told us a lot of what we needed to know. There's a chest right here. Okay. Oh, there's stuff up here too. Anything over here? I'm gonna get this little... What if I steal all his boule fruits? Boule fruits. An overwhelming amount of tableware is scattered all over the table in a messy yet charming pile that's ripe for the taking. A table knife just like the one left outside the Steambird. It must be them. Oh? Who cooked this guy? Ugh. Who cooked today? Kill. Ugh. Find him and kill him. He really likes to attack the air. Boss, I'll go find the cook. This agent right here is today's chef, so who's going to kill me? Marachase Phantom agents? How did you get in here? I don't think you've got time to worry about that right now. We've obtained evidence of your crimes. Evidence? But, officer, all of them are temporary workers. Didn't you arrest them already? We're working on another case right now. All of you are suspects in a plot to get revenge against the Steambird by stealing Sir Arthur. The paper? Impossible. Never held any grudges towards them. In fact, I even want to thank them for pointing out the flaws in our business model. What? You're good with words, but what will you do once we show you this? Oh, okay. Definitely this. See, Director 42 admitted it in their diary. Busted. You fool. Didn't I tell you to keep a low profile for now? But, boss, are we supposed to just lie down and take it when they're bullying us like that? The Marachase Phantom. Officer, with all due respect, this fool is just a temporary employee. He hasn't even passed his probation period. Since he's suspected of breaking the law and committing a crime, I have no choice but to fire him in the spirit of justice. Hey, how much longer are you planning on using that same old trick? Fire me? Why? Boss, didn't you just say earlier that I'm the only one here who has always been loyal to you? Who are you? Wow, what a jerk. Who are you? What are you talking about? You're fired. We have nothing to do with each other from now on. Take him away, honored agents. He's all yours. Boss, you betrayed me. Ugh, you dirty double-timing dog. I'll take you down with me. Am I supposed to just fight them? Okay. Calm them down by attacking them. Oh. Ah, you blithering idiot. How dare you go against me? You filthy traitorous mutt. You can't stop me. All right, that's enough. Just play nicely now, would you? Hey, redhead. Hurry up and fess up. Where's Sir Arthur? Hey, cut it out. Shorty, I'm not on your side either unless you're willing to do me a favor. Help me convict this traitor's backstabbing thief of felony and make the rest of his life a living hell. Then I'll try my best to cooperate with you. The Marechaussee Phantom never negotiates with criminals, but with the evidence we already have, the quality of the rest of his life won't be too different from what you're hoping for. Huh? Don't do that. So, are you going to come clean now? Alright, fine, I'll tell you everything. I didn't actually take Sir Arthur. I know it's strange, but someone got to it before me, so I just stuck the knife there as a warning. Huh? It wasn't there? You're lying, right? Hurry, you got this, Curve. It's your time to shine. No anomalies detected in Mr. Intrepid Falberry's data. What? It really wasn't this redhead? So did you see anyone at the scene? I saw a really smelly drunk lying on the ground, just like that debtor Rocher. All I wanted was to stay well away from him. Then it's Rocher, right? Is there no one else? Even if there's nobody, you're gonna have to give us someone. You cut short the trail we were following, and you're gonna have to take responsibility for it. Now you're just making things difficult for me. You can do it, Mr. Intrepid Falberry. You even fought back against your own boss. Fine, you're right. Let me think it over for a moment. Director 42, can I say something? What? Do you have any leads? No, I don't. Just wait a minute. Can't you see that I'm racking my brain right now? I've got it. I just remembered something. I went to the Fleuve Cendre in search of a locksmith because I needed their help to break into the paper's office. At night and wreak havoc. Wouldn't you know, I ran into someone there who was still trying to find a way to sneak into the paper. Who was it? What was their name? I don't know, but he was dressed like a member of the Fatui. Oh no, of course the Fatui's behind it. The Fatui? Them again? Justice may be absent, but the Fatui never are. And what did he do after that? How would I know? I'm not some sewer stalker. This time, it's certain. He's the one who stole Sir Arthur. Oh, but every certainty of yours has been wrong so far. It's certainly different this time, don't you remember? There were 4 pairs of footprints at the scene, so there were 4 suspects at most. The Fatu's is the 4th suspect. What if it isn't him? Hey, don't look down on me. I'll bet my uniform on it, right? Alright? If I'm wrong again, I'll quit and stay home. Calm down, alright? Let's not be too hasty. Hey, redhead, can you find that guy? Why don't you just try your luck in the Fleuve Cendre? I've seen him there on more than one occasion. Someone dressed as a Fatu in the Fleuve Cendre. If he really is there, he won't be difficult to spot. Alright, let's do that. We'll take these criminals back first, and then head over to the Fleuve Cendre. Don't forget your promise. You'd better convict that two-timing traitor. Pin him to the wall. Don't worry, neither of you is going anywhere. Huh, wait? Where is he? Where did the other boss go? He was just here a moment ago. Well, he snuck off in that direction while you were distracted. Why didn't you say something sooner? Well, I wanted to, but you kind of stopped me, didn't you? That sneaky, confining... Darn it. He knew his life would be a living hell, so he fled. Hey, how about you let me go and get him for you? Let you go? What do you think, Curve? Based on my analysis of Mr. Valberry's data, he's telling the truth. Then get going, Redhead. Don't disappoint us. Don't worry. I give you my word as a man. Really? Are we really just gonna let him go, just like that? What's wrong with that? If someone deceives another, shouldn't we support the victim in getting their revenge? I know what it's like to feel angry after being tricked. Oh, Curve, you should be taking note on this. As you wish, I have recorded the behavioral and physiological data of everyone involved in my Lie Learning module. Then let's stop wasting time here. Our primary objective is to take the others back to the Marchase Phantom and then get to the Fleuve Cendre. You escort the criminals back to Marchase Phantom, and without a moment's rest, you immediately rush to the Fleuve Cendre, the hunting grounds of the other suspect. Okay. You're here. So, did you bring the goods? What are you talking about? Huh? That's not the code. Who are you? Shoot, I gotta get out of here. Huh? Were we exchanging passphrases just now? Forget that. Hurry. Don't let him get away. Uh-oh. Easy. That guy doesn't run very fast. We finally caught you, but why run like that? That was exhausting. Stop. Stop chasing after me. I haven't done anything wrong. Why run if you're innocent? That won't hold up in court. Why don't you tell me what crimes I've committed, huh? You stole Sir Arthur. Hey, I didn't steal that. Quite certain someone stole it now, aren't we? Ah, crud. Don't even think about trying to weasel your way out of this. We even know you've been looking for a way to sneak into the paper's office. Take a look at my uniform, then take a look at your own. Are you trying to cause an international crisis? Do you want to say bye-bye to your life? No way it's that serious. No, after I complete this mission, I'll be able to retire early. Don't be like this. Then why don't you try making this a bit easier for me, If you make things difficult for me, then it's only fair that I do the same. Picture your retired life for a moment. When you sit down to eat, you'll look across and see me. Every date you go on, I'll be your chaperone. And for every travel photo you take, I'll be there smiling too. Why is she so brutal? No, stop, that's enough. Don't terrify me like that. I'll come clean, alright? It's not like it's a secret anyway. I'm Ballard, a peripheral intelligence officer. What peripheral means is that I'm not very important. I was tasked with locating a research base belonging to a scientist known as Maso Lambrasso. Maso Lambrasso? Isn't that Dr. Maso? You've heard of him too? He passed away some 30 years ago, and his research base is said to contain valuable information, but no one knows its location. What does that have to do with the Steambird? Because Dr. Masso's death is linked to the Steambird, I'm sure the paper knows something. It's linked to the paper? Correct. That's why I contacted one of their editors, Jenk, hoping to get the inside scoop. Isn't that the editor who was arguing with Talachard? Would he reveal the paper's inside info? I sent him a small gift. Do you recall that the paper recently exposed the elegant tableware confrérie scammers? I provided the details of their crimes. Oh, so you did all that? You're really amazing, huh? Thank you. Though I may only be peripheral personnel, but I'm one of the better ones. Anyway, the exclusive report gave Jenk's reputation quite a boost, but when I contacted him again, he said he had nothing to repay me with. Utterly despicable. That's when you decided to sneak in. Indeed, but I noticed something odd when I got there last night. The signature steambird at the door was gone. It vanished before you arrived? Ugh, not again. That's right, and there was an envelope on its pedestal. Acting on my instincts as an intelligence officer, I opened the envelope. To my surprise, it was full of threats. What? The envelope at the scene? How could you sneak a peek at someone else's letter? Let us look too. To the steambird. Masso's death 30 years ago is still on my mind. Whenever I think of your paper's rhetoric, which intentionally passes off falsehoods as truth, I simply cannot suppress my indignation. As such, I have taken Sir Arthur captive. I eagerly await your paper's sincere repentance. Issue a public apology and surrender Masso's legacy. Should you continue to spin a web of lies that obfuscates the truth, I will be left with no choice but to slay that steambird, crow or blackbird. Are you done? The one who signed it, crow or blackbird, is the criminal you're looking for. But is this for real? Is this the paper really linked to Dr. Masso's death? There's no mistake. The inheritance mentioned here is probably Dr. Masso's research base. The paper definitely knows something. Later on, I put out some feelers in my circles, hoping this crow or blackbird would be willing to meet with me, if she's in the same line of work, that is. Best case scenario, we can work together, and even if that fails, I didn't want her to raise any alarms, as it would only disturb my work. But as it turns out, we're the only ones who showed up. Talishard, it seems you made a mistake again. Huh? Talishard, what's wrong? Curve, tell me now. Tell me this guy's lying. Biological indicators detected to be normal. Mr. Ballard is telling the truth. Darn it, you peripheral. Why aren't you the culprit? You've lost me my uniform. Calm down, Chalishard. We weren't serious. Don't pay it any mind. But I mind. I was serious. I care about whether I'm useful. I said I would figure it out from among the 4 suspects, yet none of them was the culprit. I guess I'm just completely useless. Editor-in-Chief Euphrasie was right to ask for your help. I should just take off this uniform and leave. Relevant information detected. Agent Talishard, you can be useful. You can write for the Steambird's fantasy column, just like Editor Jenk suggested. That's not comforting in the least. Wouldn't it be better to just name Mr. Ballard the criminal? At least then, to make Talishard feel better. Miss Paimon, are you suggesting that I lie? Can lies be a source of comfort? That doesn't count as a lie. Paimon means that when you're comforting someone, sincerity is what counts. For example, when Paimon is worried about gaining weight from eating too many slimes, Ivy might say that Paimon would still be cute even if she got fat or something like that. I would feel sorry for the slimes. What? Are you really that concerned about slimes? That's enough. Curve can only analyze biological data. He can't understand all that. Forget it. You can go, Ballard. Thank you so much. Huh? Talishard, you... Paimon, Ivy, I know you two are both amazing and tenacious, but I'm just a stupid piece of deadwood that is always rolling downhill and finding new lows. I break at the slightest touch. I'm sorry, but from here on out, I'll just leave everything up to you. I'd like to buy both of you dinner one last time tonight. We'll go to a nice fancy place like the Hotel de Board, so you won't have to eat the trash I make. But Paimon hates farewell dinners. Curve, talk some sense into her. Agent Talishard, I suggest you reconsider writing for the Steambird's fantasy column. Alright, that's enough. I really need to think things through. Anyway, I'll see you at the Hotel de Board tonight. Don't forget to come. Paimon knows Talishard is a straightforward person, but it still feels sudden. Was today really that bad? It probably wasn't just about today. Paimon hopes she gets better by tonight. Let's get some rest too. Paimon's quite tired after so much investigating. Okay, so we got Ballard's testimony and confirmed footprints and a threatening letter. Let's wait until nighttime. Okay. Hotel de Board. There she is. Oh yeah, she took her uniform off. Paimon, Ivy, good evening. Talishard, you're close. You haven't resigned already, have you? Not just yet. I just took off my uniform because it makes me feel much lighter, so do I look good in these? Not bad at all. You look much better. Even your voice sounds gentler. This must be the right life for me. Since I can't do anything well, it's best not to do anything at all. Stop thinking like that. It just so happened to be a really tricky case. It isn't just this case. Have you heard of Fontaine's Aquabus? That's how we got to Fontaine. Then you must have taken the Clementine line, right? Aval is the tour guide there, and Elfane is in charge of the Navia line. Actually, I used to be a tour guide too. I was the guide on the third line, the Callus line. It used to travel to the Fontaine Research Institute, but service was suspended due to the incident. Oh, you used to be a tour guide? That's awesome. It's not awesome at all. Tour guides aren't exactly the elite. Being assigned as a tour guide is what happens when you're bad at being an agent. Oh, so you returned to the Marchese Phantom because the line stopped operating? Not quite. I was laid off due to complaints from tourists. Some praised me in person, but wrote complaints as soon as they got home. They said my voice grates like a crow. I couldn't accept it. Oh, I didn't mean the complaints. I couldn't accept that they told me I was doing well to my face when they clearly had a problem with me. I'll let you in on a secret. Editor Jank was the first to complain that I sounded like a crow. He's such a hypocrite. No wonder you were arguing with him back then. Paimon sort of gets it now. Let's not dwell on annoying stuff like that. Now's the time to focus on enjoying some delicious food. Hotel de Board was recommended by the official tourist guide. I may not like it, but I think you might. Thanks, Talishard. But shouldn't we wait for Curve? He's not here yet. It's fine. He doesn't eat this kind of thing anyway. He just wants to record Hotel de Board's data into his Lie Learning module. His Lie Learning module. Curve is really special. Yes, I'm very happy to have met him. However, this core is aging rapidly, so he will go into hibernation mode soon. His body parts can be replaced, but not his core. Hibernate? Are you trying to say he will stop moving forever? I'm really just completely useless, aren't I? I can't solve my cases as an agent. I get complaints as a tour guide, and let's not even talk about my attempts at making breakfast. Now I can't even manage evidence properly. Did you sneak out to try and get Curve repaired? No one but Dr. Maso can repair Curve. I just wanted him to see more about how humans lie and help him overcome the Maso protocols. Overcome the Maso protocols? Why? That would be amazing. Curve could even become a genuine human. Feels like Paimon just heard something incredible. Dr. Maso's true goal was to create a machine that would gradually become human by understanding lies and humanity. That's Curve's ultimate form. Legends say that Fontainian scientists called Alain Guillotine created an amazing thinking machine hundreds of years ago, and Dr. Maso seemed to want to surpass that. A thinking machine made by Alain Guillotine. Could that be Seymour? Oh. But can understanding lies make someone human? Dr. Maso believed that humans have various reasons for lying, with various feelings underlying those reactions. It is these emotions that make them human. So he created a no-lying protocol. If Curve learns to lie to humans one day, then it means that he's no longer bound by his machine programming and has acquired human emotions. We're out here investigating cases because I want him to see how humans lie. I want him to learn. Then you definitely can't give up. Shouldn't we fight harder to give Curve more time? But how? Dr. Masa is gone now. But his research base is still out there. Right. There must be a maintenance manual or something. I went through everything already and didn't find anything about the base. How about the newspaper? Would they have any leads? Didn't the Fatu say something like that too? That guy was an amateur. If the Marchaze Phantom doesn't know, then the newspaper certainly won't. You're just looking for excuses, Talishard. You're actually just afraid of failure, aren't you? No one fails forever. If you hit rock bottom, your only way is up. I've hit rock bottom? Yeah, you even took off your uniform. So I won't fail anymore. That's right, you absolutely will not fail again. In my humble analysis, Miss Paimon is lying. Hey, wait a sec, Curve. Couldn't you have just shown up a little bit later? But such lies have a chance to mold reality. What are you talking about, Curve? Lies molding reality? 30 years ago, Dr. Maso and I performed our first public test in Hotel de Board. At that time, there were only 4 tables, 8 chairs, and a waiter, who was also the owner. He said to me, Restaurant de Board will certainly become a renowned luxury hotel. It was just like Miss Paimon's statement, a lie based on sincerity. But today, as you can all see, de Board has exquisite carpeting, expensive decorations, 2 dining areas, and an endless stream of guests. I think that if the lie about de Board became true, then the statement that Agent Talachard will not fail again has the possibility of becoming true. Shutting down the lie learning module. Was Curve being a little odd just now? What was he talking about? It's a lie learning module. It resides in Curve's core, and once it's enabled, it makes Curve spew a bunch of illogical nonsense. I think Curve has a point. Well, Paimon thinks that some humans say things that don't make sense. Does that mean Curve is improving? It does. Talishard, are you going to give up just when Curve is showing signs of improvement? Well, can you please say that again? Say what? You've hit rock bottom. You absolutely will not fail again. Oh, that's right, because you've already hit rock bottom. I get it. Then I'll try again, one more time. If Curve is still learning, then I have to help him. Wow, Talishard really is like a child sometimes. She gets moody so quickly, but also perks up just as quickly. Sounds like you, Paimon. Is Paimon not mature enough? Relax, Paimon, you're pretty mature. Oh, just stop with the chit-chat. We should take action at once. Since the newspaper might know something, let's keep our eyes on the prize and keep investigating the theft. Since there are 4 of us, why don't we each roleplay as a suspect and recreate the crime scene? We might even find a breakthrough. Wow, Talishard's brain is working fast. Paimon likes that idea. Let's go to the Steambird now. Okay. Okay. You're the smallest here, Paimon, so you be Kevin. I'll be Dirty Rocher. Mr. Ballard is here for Dr. Maso, so let Curve be him. Then all that's left is the redhead. Leave it to me. Alright, everyone's got their roles, so let's reenact the night of Sir Arthur's disappearance. What did all of these guys do? The first to reenact is the order of their arrival. I think the kid was here first, right? According to Kevin, he had been to the scene of the crime before, but when he arrived, Sir Arthur was already missing. All he saw at the scene was an old drunkard with a knife. To defend himself from the drunkard, he grabbed the knife and fled. The button must have accidentally come off his clothing as he fled. So I think he was there first, right? And then he came second. According to Rocher, he had been to the scene of the crime before, and there he had seen Sir Arthur intact and untouched, but when he awoke, Sir Arthur was gone, having disappeared as he slept. As he woke up, he saw a small silhouette fleeing the scene. Okay. According to the intrepid Valberry, he had been to the scene of the crime before, but when he arrived, Sir Arthur was already missing. As an act of retaliation, he took out a dinner knife and stuck it there to say, "Now this is a warning for them." In addition, he saw a smelly drunk as foul as Rocher. Okay, I think I have the order wrong actually, but it's fine. I'll fix it later. According to Ballard, he had already been to the scene of the crime before, but when he arrived, Sir Arthur was already missing. At that time, he noticed a letter at the scene. His intelligence operative's instinct kicked in, leading him to open the letter, read it, and take it with him. Okay, I think I have the order wrong. Yeah, I was gonna say. I think he was here first. And then the kid came second. This also feels wrong. Okay. Alright, I like how the game is just like, you suck, we'll just give you the answer. Okay. We did it. Incredible. Ivy is absolutely correct. I am the first to arrive. I'm Rocher, a middle-aged man who was kicked out by his wife. I've been loitering around here because I'm trying to get a job at the paper. On the night of the incident, I drank a little, and I remember Sir Arthur sitting on this precious pedestal before I got completely drunk. Later on, I fell asleep by the road, and then... I'm Ballard, the second suspect to arrive at the scene. I immediately noticed that Sir Arthur wasn't where it should be. So the real thief stole Sir Arthur between the time of my arrival and Mr. Rocher falling asleep, and that criminal left a letter full of threats for the paper. Acting on my intelligence officer's instincts, I read the letter left by the thief and took it with me from the scene after that. I'm up next. I'm Intrepid Valberry, Director 42 of a criminal gang. I wanted revenge on the paper, so I planned to run Sir Arthur straight through. But Sir Arthur was gone when I got here. I was furious, but there was nothing I could do. I just stabbed the knife into the pedestal to scare them and left. It's finally Paimon's turn. I'm Kevin, a problem child. Her face. I'm here to get Sir Arthur to spread the word that my dad's a big fat weasel. But Sir Arthur was gone, and there was a knife in his favorite pedestal. I tried to look for it, but all I found was a smelly old man. I somehow woke him, and that terrified me. I took the knife to defend myself and ran as fast as I could. I didn't even notice when a button got torn off my clothes. Indeed, I am that smelly old man. The commotion Kevin made woke me up, and I vaguely caught sight of him running off with something. After that, I looked toward the paper's office and saw that Sir Arthur was missing. I was afraid of becoming a suspect, so I hurried back to my usual haunt, the docks. Is this everything that happened? Paimon thinks our reenactment was perfectly, but did we miss anything? The threatening letter. That's right, we forgot about that letter. Since the thief's motive is tied to the incident from 30 years ago, the paper should have some idea about the thief's identity, right? Yeah, but the paper is still in the dark on all of this. We should deliver this letter to them immediately. How could we have overlooked something so crucial? Because all of you were too busy trying to console me. I'm sorry for being a burden. You shouldn't think of it like that, Talishard. Haven't you read through Dr. Masso's case files? Those should be really exclusive information. Now that you mention those, I forgot to tell you about the contents. Let's go over there to discuss it. Dr. Masso's death is closely linked to the paper, so it feels weird to talk about it right outside their front door. the spot is perfect. You wanted to know why Dr. Mosso was tried, right? It actually stemmed from public opinion. Public opinion? Well, not long after the existence of Dr. Mosso's lie detector was made public, the Steambird published several articles on it and quickly drew the public's attention. Relevant information retrieved. Mosso exclusive behind the lies. Mosso protocols, protocols to watch. Lie detector, a game of authority. The paper used special features like these to incite widespread fear and worry among the general public. Soon, public opinion began to turn against Dr. Mosso. For example, how to guarantee that the lie detector's output is credible? What would happen if a suspect in a trial isn't lying, but Curve says he is? Would mistrials and injustice result? But if Curve's reliability can be guaranteed, then those concerns would evaporate. Relevant information retrieved. Content from lie detector, a game of authority. When using protocols to restrict authority, the central question is not the lie detector's reliability, but its ability to remain independent from the outside authorities. As the article points out, Curve is just a machine. So what would happen if the people put their trust in Curve, yet someone could control Curve and use it to falsify results? The Mosso protocols are there to prevent that, right? Relevant information retrieved. Content from Mosso protocols, protocols to watch. It must be noted that as the Mosso protocols are man-made, there is a possibility of them being modified. This may prove to be a well-concealed trap. Whoa, are they accusing Dr. Mosso of secretly tampering or leaving back doors? This is just the beginning. All kinds of other characters piled on after the Steambird triggered the first outpouring of public opposition. Relevant information retrieved. Fish can't live in clear water. Reject a goldfish bowl world. Published by the Seven Nations Gazette. Shocking misjudgment of lie detector. Published by Short Anthologies. Shocking misjudgment of the lie detector. Did Curve make a mistake? That was just a lie, of course. Curve was never involved in any case, much less in misjudging one, but that's how public opinion works, and so it was all downhill from there for Dr. Mosso. In the end, some even came forward and made accusations against the doctor. They called the lie detector a total scam, and all the results were completely manufactured. They believed the doctor was deceiving the public in an attempt to gain the power to pass judgment over others, and so they demanded the doctor be severely punished and the lie detector be destroyed. Aren't those accusations a little too serious? Would anyone even believe stuff like that? Many did. They were all just ordinary people, so how could they differentiate the truth from lies? When we don't have access to sufficient information, we believe that others want us to believe. And it just so happened that at such a critical juncture, the Steambird did something huge. They provided evidence that exposed Dr. Mosso as having falsified results. Their evidence was key to Dr. Mosso's conviction. Evidence? Did Dr. Mosso really deceive everyone? The doctor refused to admit it, of course, and so he died defending himself in a duel. Only then did things start to calm down. The paper's reputation skyrocketed, and a useless fake like Curve was soon forgotten. It was just left with the Marchese phantom as evidence. So is Curve the real deal or not? Well, I think Curve is the real deal, and Dr. Mosso was wrongly accused. And was the evidence presented by the paper falsified, or did they make a mistake? But the person who wrote the threatening letter seems to think that the paper deliberately fabricated those lies in search of fame, profit, or something else. Oh, then could she be someone very close to Dr. Rosso, back for revenge? Paimon would definitely avenge Ivy if Ivy was wronged like that. Ugh, Paimon can't bear to think about it. Thanks, Paimon. But Dr. Mosso passed away 30 years ago, so something very close to him. I wonder if Euphrasie knows anything. Should we go see her then? Don't worry, she wasn't in charge of the paper at the time, and I don't think Euphrasie is a bad person. Fine, looks like we'll have to ask her about it tomorrow. Today was a total information overload. Paimon's head needs some time to recover. Alright then, let's get some rest, and meet outside the paper tomorrow morning. Okay, On to the next act. Alright, so it looks like it is time for us to go to the Steambird. I guess we're already there, but. What do we do now, Euphrasie? The letter says that this is the second threat now. What do you mean, second? Where was the first one? Euphrasie, we're here. Just the people I wanted to see. Did you find anything useful? We discovered that Sir Arthur was stolen by a woman who calls herself Crow or Blackbird. She seems to have a grudge against you. It's weird that she has a, question mark for her nickname. She left a threatening letter at the scene. Someone took it, but we retrieved it. What? There really was an initial threat? May I take a look? Okay, I've already read this, so I'm not going to read this again. What do you remember, Euphrasie? Please, take a look at this first. We received a second threat this morning. The sender seemed very agitated. Outrageously, it would seem that your paper hasn't a shred of remorse. Having not yet caught the attention of the authorities, I made good on my promise by dismembering Sir Arthur and burying him in a field. Buried with him are your paper's evil deeds from 30 years ago. Furthermore, I have spread the word. Treasure maps or clues to Dr. Moss's base shall surely make the treasure hunters come flocking, no? Soon your misdeeds shall come to light alongside that bird's remains, crow or blackbird. Sir Arthur shouldn't have to suffer. We never received the first letter. It's all Ballard's fault. I just received news that they're organizing treasure hunting groups. They're probably after Dr. Moss's base. But they're only going to find dismembered Sir Arthur and the unspeakable things that the paper did, I guess. Agent Talishard, I know that the Marichaze Phantom has a file on the case, but believe me, there are things that even you don't know. Do you know who sent the letter? If I were to guess, it would be Melo Lombroso, Dr. Mosso's granddaughter. Granddaughter? So it's a relative coming back for revenge? Then it would seem that Crow or Blackbird is a question from her. Question? Everyone, time is of the essence right now. Regardless of the authenticity of what's written in those letters, the reputation of the paper will be tarnished if they are punished. Will you please retrieve those things for us? In the meantime, I will contact Mello immediately. In that case, I have a request too, Euphrasie. You know about the clues to Dr. Moss's base, yes? You want that? I mean, I do know something, but I can't guarantee that it will help your cause. I can promise that I will tell you everything I know after this is over. It might answer some of your questions. Will that work? Sounds good to me. Any questions? I'm ready to go. Paimon has a question. There are 3 locations on the map, but where are we going first? If we don't have time, why don't we split up? Curve and I will go to one location. Paimon and Ivy will go to another. Whoever finishes first will go to the last place. I feel like that makes sense. Seems like we don't have a choice. I feel like that's a lot more efficient. I feel like usually they would make us all go to every single location. Okay. For the newspaper's item. Where? Says it's over there. Oh, I see now. Okay. Okay, perfect. Oh, that scared me. I forgot the dog was with us. Come on, Belond, you can do it. Kevin, what are you doing here? Paimon, Ivy, are you here to look for Sir Arthur and the treasures? If Kevin knows, that means everyone knows. Well, I'm not here for the treasures. I just want to send Sir Arthur back. Does your mother know? Yes, she came with me, but we split up. Oh, and I have to thank both of you. After you left the other day, I thought about it for a long time. Then I went to look for my mom, and we talked about a lot of things. So you and your mom made up. Paimon was wondering why you were so polite today. Good for you. Let's look for Sir Arthur quick. I think it must have been hidden somewhere tricky. It usually doesn't take Belonde very long to find something. Woof. This dog looks familiar, Ivy. Isn't this Rocher's puppy? It does look a little... I didn't even realize that. Rocher. My mother gave me this dog. And I called it Belonde. I mean, that's actually my father's name, and I was mad at him at the time. I got into a fight with my mom previously, and I wound up venting my anger on the dog and kicking him out. Good thing I found him again today, huh? So, are you Belonde or Lombroso? The puppy wags its tail excitedly as if saying, I don't understand. Whatever the case, we just need to find Sir Arthur as soon as possible. We're at the location marked on the map, but where could that bird be? Are they not realizing that... Isn't this the name that was in the letter? Lombroso? I guess we'll find out soon enough. If only whoever hid it had left something behind. Belonde has an amazing nose and can find things quickly after sniffing. Right, Ivy, look into your bag to see if there's anything we can use. Okay. So, oops, did I talk to the right thing? Okay, so we want to give something for it to sniff. I would say if we're looking for... Oh, it says irrelevant. Alright then. Never mind. Exactly are we looking for then? Oh, we have a lot of things. Talishard's investigation notes. Oh, is that what we're looking for? Okay. Okay, let's try that. Okay, I guess that worked. You got it. Belonde must have found something. The puppy wags its tail excitedly, as if saying, it's in there. Is it in the hole? But the entrance is too small. How do we get in? You can do it, Paimon. I can do it. Let me do it. I don't want her pretty clothes to get dirty. Paimon can't let you do that. What if there's something scary inside? I'm a problem kid, so I'm not scared of anything. Just wait, I'll be right out. I like how he's very self-aware about the fact that he's a problem child. I found it. It really is inside. You've changed a lot, Kevin. You're helping other people with their problems. Thank you. Let's see what's inside the chest. Oh? Sir Arthur's wing. Okay, let's go to the next location then. I feel like we can just walk there. It's not super far. I will admit that I am filming this last third of the quest on a different day than the previous two, because I was getting a bit tired after the first couple parts of the quest. So it is a different day. It is early in the morning. I'm trying to film before the yard work people get here, because I live in an apartment complex. So if you hear me sipping my coffee. Apologies. Okay, where... Okay, here we go. Oh, looks like we got some company here with us. Oh no, someone got here before us and they're fighting. Oh, okay, I'm just gonna kick their booties real quick. Okay. Oh, it's Valberry or whatever his name is. Stop, I surrender. Well, what a coincidence. Are you here for the treasure too? Why are you all here? Don't you believe me? Valberry, we're here to look for Sir Arthur. Are you here for the treasure? Ah, I knew this dirty dog would come for the treasure if he heard about the news, and I got it. Agents. May I have the chest? I'm looking for Sir Arthur, and if I can return it to the newspaper, I might just be able to get a job. Then I can make some money and buy my wife's things back. How pathetic, Rocher. You really think that's why your wife left you, huh? She left because you're such a pushover. Stand up for yourself, like you did just now, and she might look at you differently. Really? Of course. Now be brave and let them have the treasure, or your wife won't... Let them have the treasure, or your wife won't be with you even in your next life. Jeez. Don't say that. Take it easy. They're nice people. If you help them, they'll pay you back. In that case, thank you. And please, take these. Okay. That was pretty easy. I'm gonna pick this up real quick. Okay. It's Sir Arthur's body. Oh, so cruel. And is there anything else? Then it should be in the final place. Blonde, come on, we're heading to the next place. I love the dog so much. Lombrasso, where did you run off to? I thought you didn't need me anymore. This is a very confusing dog. What if the dog is the one that... No, there's no way. It'd be kind of funny if the dog was the one that was behind all this the whole time. The puppy wags its tail excitedly, as if saying, how's that possible? Lombrasso, Mr. Rocher, are you mistaken? His name is Belante. I'm definitely pronouncing these names wrong, so I apologize. What? If it wasn't for Lombrasso's companionship, I wouldn't have made it this far. How could I be mistaken? Not like I can be mistaken either. What's going on here? Hey, can't he belong to you both, seeing as even I've had more than one home? That makes sense. Kevin accidentally drove the puppy away before, right? Maybe that's when he met Rocher and they began roaming around together. Is that really what happened? Puppy wags its tail excitedly, as if saying, that's right. Valberry, you've got some nerve. The dog wouldn't forget its two owners, and as for you, you betrayed your own boss twice. You scheming dog, I'm gonna hand you over to the Marchese Phantom. I'm taking you down with me. Farewell, friends. Come visit me in the Fortress of Maripede someday. Who the heck wants to go visit you there? Well, never mind. Forget about them. We need to hurry up and get to the last place. Oh, Kevin and Rocher, are you going to fight for the puppy? No way. I was the one who really messed up. Blondie can stay wherever he wants from now on. I'm fine with that too. Lombrasso supported me when I was at my very worst. I'll support him too. Let's get going then. At least they ended it on a nice note. Yes, we don't want anyone to beat us to it. Okay, perfect. To the last location. Even though somebody else was already supposed to be there, but it's okay. Probably gonna need to go to this one. Okay. Uh-oh, it's his mom. What's going on? I'll say it again. Get out of my way. I'm going to see Belande. We're all co-workers here. There's no need to get rough. Oh? I'd like to see how good you are now that you've become a mother, Madeline. Don't underestimate mothers. Curve, let's go. What is going on right now? Oh, okay, we're fighting the Fatui. Oh. Okay. Clear mode switched off. Paimon, Ivy, you came, and you brought Roche and Kevin. It looks like you're doing well, but we've encountered a hiccup. Madame Madeline and Kevin's father are both members of the Fatui. I love Zhongli's pillar, just... oh, there it goes. I'm sorry that we hid that from you before. We just want to live a peaceful life. Fatui, Kevin, did you know about this? Yeah, it turns out that Papa wasn't avoiding being at home. He's actually working. I was wrong about him. This was to be his father's last assignment. He was ordered to find Dr. Mosso's base. Once he was done, he would be able to retire early. But I had a bad feeling after you came. I wanted him to give up his mission. Wait, find the base, retire early. Kevin's father is... oh, it's Ballard. No way. Everything's tying together. That's the one. And we only just found out that Ballard is a code name. He's actually Kevin's father, Mr. Ballande. That's not too different. I saw a letter before, between Mama and another man signed with the name Ballard. I didn't realize it was my father. No wonder it was so lovey-dovey. I'm glad it wasn't Rocher. Everyone's relationships are complicated enough without a twist like that. So where is Ballande now? Is that why he named his dog? He named his dog after his dad. That's confusing. He removed some objects from the chest when the Fatui stopped us just before. Detected a figure running away in the distance. I don't know why this is so silly. It's Papa, and he's fleeing. Come on, hurry. Don't let him get away. I'm on the case. Go, I'll hate them, go. Oh, he's stuck on the stairs. Okay. Gotcha. Don't stop chasing me. Why are you always going after me? I want to know why you're always running away. Just stop it, Ballard. Madeline, why? I did my homework. You're on a mission for a certain Lord Harbinger, aren't you? And it's a dangerous one, too. A Harbinger? Which one? I don't know, but not something we can butt in on. We're just peripheral personnel. Even so, I'm one of the better ones. Someone stole a letter, but left the envelope at the scene. Anyway, I promise I'll be back. This is the last time. Things could get quite hairy with a Harbinger involved. You don't support my actions either, then. You've done enough, Ballard. Give the stuff to the agents and come back to us. We can move to a place where no one knows us. Mr. Ballande, stop hesitating and make up your mind. Make up my mind? Alright, Wait, who are you? Stop changing the topic. Ballande, you don't have any options left. We're not your buddies, you hear? Fine. I want to be with my family too. I hope I'm making the right choice. Here's Sir Arthur's head. Great. Father's back, and Sir Arthur is complete. Is there anything else? You mean the treasure? Yes, I came for that, but the head was the only thing in the chest. Maybe the treasure is elsewhere. Impossible. We looked for it, and we didn't find any treasure at the other two locations either. I think the treasure was just supposed to be Sir Arthur, right? No, that's not right. The newspaper. Maybe Mello was just bluffing, and she didn't actually put any treasure in the chests. Wait, Mello? Who's that? Mello Lombroso. Wait, Lombroso. Wait, Rocher, your dog is called Lombroso too. Well, actually, oh my gosh, how the plot thickens. Mello Lombroso is my wife. I took her last name too, but she kicked me out, so I was too embarrassed to continue using it. But I miss her a lot, so I named my dog after her. Maybe it's not my place to butt in, but as a woman, I'm pretty sure she would not find this flattering. But Kevin used your husband's name. I was a problem child. What's wrong with a problem child using a problematic name? I can't with this. Oh, I see. You're problematic too, Mr. Problem. We got him. Just to double check, is your wife Melo Lombroso, Dr. Masso's granddaughter? That's right. I mentioned my wife came from a rich family, right? That's the Masso family. What's wrong? Alright, now the relationships here are a mess. Now I hope you're prepared to hear this. Your wife might be the culprit behind this case. Impossible. She is pure, elegant, and educated. I swear it's not possible. But all of our current leads point to her. I don't believe it. I'm certain you're wrong. She could never, ever be the culprit. I think Euphrasie actually already contacted your wife. We're going back to the paper now. Do you want to come with us? No, there's absolutely no need, because she's not a criminal. Alright, looks like you've got another problem. I think you'll find answers one day, though, and then you can be Mr. Answers. Mr. Answers? Anyway, Kevin, we need to go back and get ready to move. Okay, Dad. Farewell, everyone. I will miss you. What a plot. This quest is kind of silly. Also, I didn't realize there was a new... Oh, gotcha, that's why. I haven't played a lot since the last, since the 4.3 update, so I'm a little behind on stuff. That's why I haven't unlocked that yet. Man, there's one down here too. Okay, anyways, I'm getting distracted. I need to go unlock those. Okay. Back to the Steambird we go. Sorry, we were overthinking things. Euphrasie, wait, is this her? We brought Sir Arthur back, and in one piece too. Thanks a million. I'll make sure Sir Arthur is taken care of. Also, there's something else. See, what did Paimon say? She won't be so worried about Sir Arthur that it would affect her appetite. Oh, so we only found Sir Arthur, not that anyone got the treasure ahead of us either. How can this be? So I suspect that Madame Melo might have been bluffing and trying to intimidate you so that you'd reveal... Oh, anyway, let me introduce this lady. This is Dr. Masso's granddaughter, Madame Melo Lombroso. She only returned last night from her hometown to the court of Fontaine, so she can't be the culprit. Good day. In any case, these agents and I are acquainted. I met them when I arrived at the court of Fontaine last night. What? Upon hearing about my husband's recent hardships and how he was loitering around the paper's office, I was worried when he'd stirred up trouble, so I thought I'd come over, and that's when I happened upon them discussing something. Yes, I asked someone to verify her itinerary. There's no issues here. So if it isn't her, who the heck is the culprit? Apologies for the disruption. Today, upon hearing the news, I came here to clarify that my family never lodged any complaints with the paper about what happened 30 years ago. It was my grandfather's belief that the paper did a good job as well. Thanks for yours and your family's trust. Since everything has been cleared up, I shan't stay any longer. I hope the Steambird gets to the bottom of this quickly, regardless. Wait, madam, there's something else I must ask you. Do you know the address of Dr. Masso's research base? Wait, so you've got the address, Madame Melo? Is it you who's in trouble, miss? I would like to help, but I don't know where my grandfather's research base is. Madam, surely the good doctor must have mentioned it. I don't understand. If my grandfather had told me something, how could I not know? It's possible you weren't aware of some things. Allow me to explain what happened with the doctor. Now, I intend to be totally transparent with you all. Some believe that 30 years ago, it was the paper's special resort reporting that stirred up public opinion, which led to his demise. But the truth is, those articles were not initiated by the paper, but by Dr. Masso himself. Grandfather himself? He never mentioned this. The Marchese Phantom Files didn't include this either. Because the deal was off the books. The editor-in-chief back then, my mentor, thought that Dr. Moss's lie detector had the potential to become a hot story. Being the first to stir things up would help the paper gain the most influence and recognition. But for my grandfather, how would it benefit him? Your grandfather's research had hit a bottleneck. He had no more data to feed the lie detector to study, but, he needed to go further, so he planned to get the data from public opinion. Right. In a way, the realm of public opinion is like a massive hub for spreading lies. Countless people are churning out true, false, accurate, and inaccurate data every day. Dr. Malso thought this lesson on dynamic evolution could surely guide his machine to another level of comprehension, and in separating truth from fiction, it would eventually surpass the machine's rules. So he did it for Curve. However, the doctor and my mentor both underestimated the destructiveness of public opinion. They lost control. As for what happened next, you know the story. But the key evidence that led to Dr. Masso's conviction was actually exposed by the paper, right? That evidence was actually provided by your grandfather. He provided evidence that criminalized himself. How could that be possible? I'm sorry, my mentor didn't tell me why Dr. Masso would do this, but it's the truth. Sorry, Editor-in-Chief Euphrasia, I might need to seek confirmation from Curve regarding your words. Biological indicators detected to be normal. Editor-in-Chief Euphrasia is telling the truth. Relevant information retrieved. The Masso protocols within my core have been modified hundreds of times. The log indicates that these modifications were made by Dr. Masso. The Masso protocols were changed 100 times, so that means the doctor really manipulated the test results. So why would he give evidence of this to the paper? He planned to confess. But then he requested a duel, didn't he? Paimon can't make heads or tails of this. It makes no sense. He really lied to the public? Why? The data on this question is unresolved. My lie learning module cannot provide an answer. Great, now Curve's become a problem robot. Dr. Masso's research base holds the answer. I can feel it. We must find it. Frezzy, you just said that Madame Mello and the clues to the base, yes? On the eve of the duel, Dr. Masso mentioned in a message to my mentor that he would leave the base's location with his beloved granddaughter. He left it to me? Yes, please try to recall. Did the doctor mention anything for you before he left? I was so young then. Father wouldn't let me go to the duelist's ring to see my grandfather, but the last time I saw him was the day he was detained. It was very early. So, did he give you anything? All I remember is that once the duel was finished, my father brought a piece of jewelry that had been cleaned. He said that my grandfather left it for me. Perhaps the jewelry could be connected to the base. I'm sorry to ask, but could we have a look at it? I wouldn't have minded, but my good-for-nothing husband sold it to pay off a debt. We have it. So Rocher gave it to... have it right here. How did you end up with this? This is a photo of me when I was little. My grandfather took it. Really? What a coincidence. Are there only photos of Madame Mello in here? According to my mentor, Dr. Masso did leave some clues for you, Madame Mello. Let's take a look. Look, there's a line of text under the photo. Faded under the sunlight, shining under the sunlight. Faded under the sunlight, but shining under the sunlight. What is it? Does something like that really exist? Relevant information retrieved. The different ways in which lies can exist. Different ways in which lies can exist. My grandfather used to say that. How did you? Who are you? May I have the photo? Curve picks up the photo and raises it toward the sky. The sunlight shines through the photo and falls into Curve's eyes, as though passing through 30 years in time. Gradually, another image emerges. A map. The map leading to the research base. So that's how he hid it. I had no idea that we'd already found the base. Madame Mello, may we? There's no need to ask. Go. And I just noticed. This special friend of yours. Good to see you again, Curve. Greetings, miss. Thank you, Madame Mello. Here's your locket. Let's go now. But we haven't found the person who sent the threats. Don't worry, Paimon. I think you're right in that the criminal doesn't have any evidence, and it's just a bluff. So go, find what you're looking for. Alright. Next we go to Dr. Masso's base. Doesn't look like there's much of anything here, but that's fine. Oh, it's underwater. Got it. That's why. Let's see. It's so pretty right here. Oh, this game is so gorgeous. I love it so much. Is this it right here? Ooh, a chest. I'll have to come back for that later. We're finally inside. Your home is huge, Curve. Home? Hurry up. We need to find the materials ASAP. I sure hope you left behind instructions on how to fix Curve, Dr. Masso. Okay, look for research materials in the base. Got it. Maybe up here? Wait, I said there was a diary right here. Where'd that go? Important memo about Curve. Blueprint. Service life and core maintenance. Someone has torn out the next section. How is that possible? We came here as soon as we got the map. Let's keep looking. Maybe it ended up somewhere nearby. Wait. Oh, it's the same thing. Okay. There's something over here too. Looks like. Notes on base backup systems. Emergency exits are at the rear of the facility for use in case of emergency. The self-destruction mechanism and cables are located within the walls. Damaging the walls is strictly prohibited. Using the aforementioned backup system. Someone has torn out the next section. Self-destruction system looks dangerous. Okay. There's a stinky old cabbage. Anything over here? Doesn't look like it. Maybe over here? Oh, anything down here? Nope. Okay. Oh, that's long. Okay, here we go. Dear Editor-in-Chief, you are correct in your judgment that the matter has reached the point of no return. These last few days, I've heard marchers calling for Curve to be destroyed. Last night, radical students broke into my lab and tried to do just that. Luckily, I discovered them in time. However, Curve is in increasing danger. I am compelled to act, and my plan is the following. 1. I will revise the MOSO protocols and related data of no practical significance in Curve's core, so that what remains is sufficiently misleading trail. It will appear lie detectors are not capable of detecting lies, and all the test results were covertly manipulated by myself. As for the ironclad evidence of fraud and deception of the public, I'll leave that in your capable hands. Kindly select a date for the exposure. 2. As soon as I am convicted, I shall propose a duel, and when I fall in the duelist's ring, all will be put to rest. 3. I humbly request that you mobilize your paper to divert attention away from Curve. It should be thought of as a useless sham of a machine, to be used in evidence in the case and then sealed away by the Marachase Phantom. There's no need to try and change my mind. I've thought through every last detail, and this storm is unlikely to pass until I, the main offender, am dead. Curve is my life's work, so I can't afford any more missteps. I ask that you exchange my life for his. Everything we've done so far has been effective, and Curve's Lie Learning module has derived redundant data that is incomprehensible. I believe that the seed of life has sprouted within him. Yours sincerely, Maso Lambraso. So this is the secret letter. Dr. Maso didn't forge anything other than the forged evidence, which he forged and gave to the newspaper, so he'd take all the heat. He wanted everyone to focus on him and let it end there. He was trying to protect Curve. Oh, that's so sweet. That seems to be the answer. Updating Lie Learning module. Running Lie Learning module. Warning, motherboard temperature increasing. Warning. Warning, core functionality down to 8%. Warning. Curve, what's wrong? They sure did get here fast. Guess they're cruising for a bruising. Uh-oh. The Fatui are here. Where are they? The Fatui. Why are they walking away from each other? Okay. Whoa. Okay. Is that thing shooting me or the Fatui? I can't really tell. Oh gosh. Okay. I think that was shooting me. Blast, what's wrong? I have now taken over the cannon's control systems. Curve, are you okay? That's great. Quick, fire at the Fatui. We're still going. Oh wait. Oh heck yeah. Oh wait, I don't want to shoot Curve though. Oh, okay, yeah, that's not gonna work. I don't want to shoot Curve. Wow, I'm not very good at aiming, am I? Okay, well it doesn't look like I'm damaging Curve, so that's good at least. Did I do it? Did I do it? Did I get them all? I think I got them all. Okay. Curses, you're not easy to deal with. No wonder the Fatui are so reluctant to face you. Editor Jenk, why are you here? How do you know about this place? You were discussing the base's location so freely right in front of the paper's doors. It would have been rude of me not to take advantage of such generosity. Jenk, you eavesdropped. I was right all along. You're the culprit. The culprit. Agent Talishard, are you going to start cawing like a crow again? It's useless to try and deny it. You're right. Indeed, I am the culprit, but I only wanted to help this moronic excuse for an agent to sort out the case. It's not like she can just write, that guy called me a crow, so he must be the culprit or something like that. In this case file, now can she? You. Shh, hush now. How about using your brain instead of your temper for once? Surely, you must still have a number of questions regarding this case, such as my motives. Aren't you the least bit curious? You just wanted all of Curve's research materials, didn't you? And the paper's alleged dirt on Maso faking results from back then. Oh, looks like that question was far too easy. And as for the second question, I'm merely a low-level editor. How could little old me possibly be privy to such secrets of the paper? I'm just gonna attack him. Wait, I'm the one who took Dr. Moss's materials, you know, so I learned all about the base's self-destruct system. If you act rashly towards me, then it won't end well for anyone here. Traveler, you're the stuff of legends. You're strong, but as for your precious little companions, I can't help but wonder how they might fare in such a massive explosion. You're just bluffing. It would be better for everyone to just keep on thinking. After all, I'm merely a low-level editor. Ugh, you must have learned about it from Ballard. Bingo, it was Ballard who came knocking. That's when I realized the paper had made a serious error 30 years ago, causing the downfall of a genius scientist. More importantly, isn't it truly lamentable loss that the scientist's legacy has been buried for so long? Shouldn't the paper apologize to the general public for this? What? What do you mean? Is exposing what really happened all year after? Exposing. There's a much more suitable word. Judgment. People will pass judgment on the newspaper like they did Dr. Mosso. The paper must take responsibility for this. How can you make yourself sound so righteous like that with a straight face? But is it not simple truth? I'm the hero who recently exposed the Confrerie's fraud, the righteous and valiant Jenk. That's how everyone should see me, no? No, you sanctimonious scoundrel, you just want to profit from all of this. If the public starts to denounce the paper, Editor-in-Chief Euphrasie will be in trouble. You just want the top spot. Excellent, perfect. I must admit, what you imagine isn't completely wrong, so allow me to fill in a few gaps for you. I've already made a deal with Ballard's supervisor. I find Dr. Mosso inheritance for them, and they help me take over the Steambird. Plus, Ballard's supervisor serves a real VIP, a harbinger. Which harbinger? None of your business. With a harbinger's backing, Euphrasie won't stand a chance, and the Steambird will be mine. Jenk, you're just a squawking blackbird with a silver tongue. We won't let you get away with this. But you'll have to stay alive to do that. I'm so sorry. Can you not hear anything yet? Uh-oh. Uh-oh, is it gonna explode? What is that? The self-destruction system, how perfect. It just takes a little time to get going. A big thank you to Dr. Mosso for writing the instructions, and thank you everyone for giving me the time. Uh-oh. Farewell, little crow, Agent Curve, and you two visitors from afar. Use these last moments to embrace each other, then rest in peace as you are buried along with the truth. Cheng practically flies out of the entrance. The door closes behind him with a heavy thud. No, so he was the one who took the materials after all. Are we going to be blown to smithereens? Calculating survival probability of Miss Ivy. Data insufficient. Calculation failed. Calculating survival probability of Miss Paimon. Data insufficient. Calculation failed. Oh geez, 1% for Agent Talishard. Oh no. How can this be? No. We've got to do something. Can we dig our way out? The self-destruct cables run through the walls. Breaking through could lead to an early detonation, as could attempting to force the door. I'll do my best to protect you, all of you. Is this all because of me again? Agent Talishard, don't blame yourself. There's no need to worry, everyone. Because I am able to shut down the base's self-destruct system. Curve, why didn't you say so earlier? Paimon was all worried for nothing. You didn't ask earlier. Well, seems like you even have a sense of humor. Now tell us what to do. Please kindly withdraw my core module and place it in the base's control panel. Then I will be able to operate or open the safe room lock. There is a button that disables the self-destruct system inside the safe room. You open the door for us, we go to the safe room and press the button inside, and everything will be taken care of? That is correct. And you, Curve, can your core be removed from the control panel afterward? I must stay connected to the control panel, otherwise the safe room will relock. Seems like we should take care of the self-destruct system first. Urgent, please act fast. Ivy, take Curve's core and place it in the control panel. All we need to do is deactivate the self-destruct system. Curve, will this really work? I think you might be a bit. Please take action. Repeat. Please take action. Repeat. Okay, I'm not gonna read it. Okay. Okay, well. The door to the safe room opens with a light shutter. Okay. Where is the safe room? Is it up there? Where's the safe room? I'm confused. Oh, it's like all the way up there. Okay. Well, I was going the right direction, just the wrong path. There we go. Is this it? It doesn't seem like a safe room. And where's the button? Curve, what is this place? We can't see any buttons. Uh-oh. Why did the door just close? Curve? Curve, what's going on? How do we stop the base from self-destructing? The self-destruct system cannot be deactivated. What? So are we... Apologies. Please escape as quickly as possible. He lied to us. Oh my gosh, that's so sad. He lied to save us. I figured it would probably end sadly. I feel like these always end with a sad ending. Just now. No, I need to go back and find Curve. Talishard, don't be too reckless. Going back is extremely dangerous. Yeah, there was just an explosion and it's so deep underwater. Curve wouldn't want you running right back into danger. Or, you are correct. I shouldn't act like this. But didn't he say that the self-destruct mechanism could be shut off? He lied. He can't shut it down. His core can only open the emergency exit. So then why? His core had to be inside the control panel to open the emergency exit, but he's smart now. He knew we wouldn't leave him behind. So he lied to us. Wow. You can already think like that. When did he? It must have been Dr. Moss's letter that made Curve finally understand the final question. He learned about what Dr. Mosso did for him. Turns out I'm useless after all. If only I were more competent, maybe I could have helped him break the protocols and we wouldn't have come here. But the letter might have been the final push. That's right, don't blame yourself. Curve's breakthrough probably started a long time ago. His breakthrough had already started. Let's say you eat 100 slimes in one sitting and get super fat. You can't blame it all on the last slime. It's the same with Curve. Even if the doctor's letter was crucial, all the work you did with Curve before wasn't wasted at all. Is that really true? Well, I don't know. Curve, the question you're leaving behind, I may never understand it. Anyway, thank you. And I know what we need to do next. Catch that awful scoundrel Jank. Absolutely, definitely, he must be tried for his crimes. And just like that, you and Talishard return to the court of Fontaine and start hunting for the dastardly Jank. Surprisingly, despite several days of intense investigation, you turn up no leads. It seemed like Jank had vanished. No one had seen him, nor had any negative news regarding the steambird's surface. Up until one day, Editor-in-Chief Euphrasie sends you a message requesting to meet in the city. You're finally here. It turns out we don't know our own people well enough. This allowed an employee to create some serious trouble. I offer my sincerest apologies, especially to you, Agent Talishard. It's not your fault, Euphrasie. Right now, the important thing is that we stop that odious scoundrel. By the way, you were so anxious to meet us. Is it because he contacted you? Actually, I received a message. Earlier this morning, Jank was left in the Opera Epiclese. All true stuff. So I contacted you immediately. He's been caught? By who? We're still not sure. By the time he was found, he seemed to have lost his mind. He didn't react to any external stimuli at all. He was just kneeling on the stage of the Opera Epiclese. He looked like a doll that had just stood trial. The Maison Gardiennage folks took him in. When they examined him, they found that his tongue was missing. What? His tongue? Oh my, that's terrifying. The Maison Gardiennage also discovered a note in his mouth. It said something to the effect of making amends to you. Making amends to us? You, Paimon Talishard, your names were written on the paper. Seems like the person who was backing him wants to apologize to you three. It appears they don't want to make enemies out of you, or maybe they feel quite strongly about what's happened to Agent Curve. Those are the only possibilities I can think of. The person behind him. Heinrom remembers Jank said that he had to deal with a Fatui Harbinger. Which one? A Harbinger interested in machine intelligence. I'm trying to remember what Harbinger that would be. How about Dr. Moss's legacy? Jank took all of Curve's design and research data. Gone without a trace. That wretched Jank. That's what happens when you decide to go full evil. I guess this counts as him being tried for his crimes, right? Though we don't know who the judge is. So that's what happened. Though I didn't catch him personally, at least I feel like he finally paid the price for his crimes. Since all of your names are on the paper, the Maison Gardiennage will probably want to pay you a visit. I'll go over right now and explain everything so they won't bother you. Finally, I hope the case can end here. Wait, Agent Talishard, would you mind going back to the newspaper with me? Why, Euphrasie? If you want to convince me to write your fantasy column, it's not happening. Still in the mood to joke, I see. That makes me feel much better. Let's go. Cute. But I wasn't joking at all, you know. I will work very hard to do my best for the Marchese Phantom. That's wonderful, Talishard. Paimon is happy for you. He's back. Please have a look. We fixed Sir Arthur. Why didn't we just meet up at the newspaper? Wow, it's Sir Arthur. We almost forgot about it. Good job. Sir Arthur sure has been through a lot. By the way, Paimon still doesn't know what kind of bird Sir Arthur is. A pelican. A pelican? You mean the kind of bird that's an amazing eater? But why would the Steambird's mascot be a pelican? That doesn't seem like it has anything to do with newspaper at all. I'm not clear on that either. It was a decision my mentor made after the incident with Dr. Maso. Maybe he felt it's cuter than, say, a crow or blackbird that squawks all day long. Hey, Euphrasie, you know what kind of resemble a pelican hiding food in its pouch right now. Anyway, Agent Talishard, do you remember how Agent Curve and I interviewed nearby residents at the start of the case? Of course, you took the opportunity to blow our cover. Truly sorry about that, but that was when I asked him, what kind of person is Agent Talishard? Paimon remembers now. Euphrasie came back and commissioned us right away. Were you awed by Talishard's brilliant track record? Why don't we check in with Sir Arthur on that? During the repairs, I added what Agent Curve said to Sir Arthur's voice library as a memento. Oh? Quickly tell us what Curve said, Sir Arthur. Based on my analysis, Agent Talishard will be the best agent in the Marchese Phantom. Really? That's so sweet. I'll be the best. But would Curve really have said something like that back then? Maybe back then he already learned to. Yeah, that's gotta be it, Talishard, since you are Curve's handler. You must be the one who fed him the first 99 slimes. That seems to be the answer. Well then, Curve, I will be the best agent in the Marchese Phantom. Yay, we did it. That was a cute, but also long quest line. That was a bit longer than I expected, but that's okay. We'll have a nice long video for y'all to hopefully relax or fall asleep to. Thank you all so much for watching. Let me know if you want more of these Genshin World Quest videos, and let me know if you liked the longer one with the whole quest, or if you'd prefer it split into parts. Let me know your thoughts, and I hope you all have an amazing rest of your day or night. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.